Hello and welcome to another AIC video. I said I wasn't going to put out a video this week, and I'm not really. This is kind of a chance for me to kind of give you guys a little bit of an update, maybe something that's some stuff that's in the pipeline, give you a chance to kind of tell me what you're looking for in the next coming weeks as far as what videos you'd like to see. First and foremost, this video's kind of sponsored, but not really, by iPearl and their M cover cases. So I've owned quite a few of these over the years, and I cannot recommend them enough. Though this is my Elite Book 840 Gen 8 that I recently did a video on. This unfortunately came after I did that video, but it is a case from iPearl on here. And if you travel with your laptop, if you use your laptops like you're doing automotive diagnostics or anything like that, anything where your computer isn't just sitting on a desk all day long, you're going to college, you're going to school, definitely look to see if they have a case for your laptop. I'll put a link in the description for both their website and their Amazon store. I can't recommend these enough. They're well made, they're sturdy, they offer good protection, they clip onto the machine securely, and I'm going to be traveling this next week for work, or excuse me, this next month for work in April, and I'm going to need to bring my work laptop, but also a personal laptop because I don't do work stuff on my, or do personal stuff on my work laptop. So this will allow me to have my laptop with me while I travel and not worry about it getting damaged. So highly recommend, definitely check it out. Link will be in the description. All right, so we have some options here. I'll start on the right hand side. I have this Lenovo LOQ that they sent me for review. They sent this to me and then I got sick, so I haven't done much with this. I did do a hardware showcase on it, and I plan on doing a full review. So if you are looking at an LOQ and wondering what might be your options there, things like that, performance, whatever you'd like to see, let me know, and I will definitely be doing a full review on this LOQ. I really like this laptop a lot, so looking forward to that full review in the next week or two. Next on my list is my T440p, which I spent way too much money on and really shouldn't have. I did a video on this, or excuse me, I have recorded most of the video for it, and you see the problem right there, where I actually upgraded the system board of this laptop. Unfortunately, at the time, I didn't realize I was fighting 102 temperature and was really sick. And so I recorded it, and I'm going to have to do either a lot of voiceover or address or a lot of corrections because I wasn't very coherent in the video. Unfortunately, I can't just go back and take the I mean, I could, but I don't want to take the laptop apart and take the motherboard out again and reassemble it from scratch. It's just not what I want to do. So we'll be doing, I need to do a lot of editing on that video. So that will come out at some point, and it will start off like this, where the laptop already done, and then we'll go into what it took. And I do have spare motherboards. I ordered a few of them because I had to get the price that I needed to get for this to make sense anyways. So I have those listed on eBay. I'll put a link to those in the description of this video as well. That's not an affiliated link. That's just to my eBay store where I sell stuff as I need to. So if you want to know some more specifics about it, definitely let me know again down in the comment section down below. Don't buy a T440p, but it's fun to watch me waste money and be dumb about it. So anyways, let's move on to the next one. All right, next video that I've been working on is this X13. I've rewritten the script like 16 times, I swear, for this laptop. Really interesting laptop. It's an X13 Gen 1. I bought it as a parts-only machine, so it's had some issues, most of which I think I've resolved. I'm waiting on a new SSD for it coming today because I had a problem where it would not, well, I had two problems. One, it would not reboot. I could shut it off and power it on, it would boot every time, but if I restarted the machine, or for like Windows updates, and then it wouldn't recognize the SSD. And so I tried a different SSD, and that's working. The problem is it's a 1 terabyte SSD I pulled from another system. So I need to return the SSD back to that system. And so I ordered a new SSD for it, and hopefully that works. Fortunately, SSDs are insanely expensive, and it was almost $60 for a 256 gig SSD, which I was not happy about spending, because I've bought those for 30 bucks not that long ago. So anyways, yeah, this will be getting a new SSD, and I'll be doing it once that shows up and I'm able to install Windows and get up and going. The other problem I was having with it is the Wi-Fi. So when I bought this, I bought it without a Wi-Fi adapter or the SSD. And so I just grabbed one that was an old one sitting around, and it was too old. The drivers weren't Windows 11 compatible. They weren't even really Windows 10 compatible. The most up-to-date drivers for it were for Windows 7. So it was a pretty old Wi-Fi adapter. So anyways, I got a new one in here, and it fixed some of the problems I was having with the other one not connecting to Wi-Fi networks and stuff. So one issue down and one more to go, waiting on a part. But then I'll do a full review on this X13. Again, if you're interested in anything specifically on a Gen 1 X13, let me know, and I will try to include that in the video. All right, the last video I've been wanting to do for probably far too long, I've had some of these laptops for 3 and 4 years at this point, is a video about netbooks, kind of a retrospective looking back on them. Netbooks have a huge place in my heart for many reasons, but they definitely had an impact on me both professionally with where I was working at the time that these kind of became huge, and also just personally. It meant like the first time I had more than one computer in my home was because I picked up a netbook, specifically a Samsung NC10, like this blue one back here. So it kind of a big thing for me. If you want to know anything about netbooks, if you know anything about netbooks and want to share, definitely leave that down below. I plan on doing a kind of one big video with a general overview, and then a specific video on a couple of these systems. I won't do one on all of them, or maybe I'll break it up into a couple systems per video that are more in depth. So definitely want to know what your opinions are, what you want to see on that. I love netbooks, as worthless as they are today. They were so important to me professionally at the time that they kind of became a big deal for people. So it just, that nostalgia and just the impact that they had on my life. So anyways, that's just a quick update. Some of the stuff I have coming up in the pipeline. I also have a MacBook Neo coming, but that is out like 3 to 4 weeks. I also have my Commodore 64 Ultimate Founders Edition that I ordered literally almost a year ago at this point. I think I ordered it June of 2025, and it's now almost April of 2026. So it's been quite a while in wait for that. So I have those two things coming as well. In fact, I believe the Commodore's supposed to be here next week. It's like it's shipped. It's with the shipper. There's tracking information for it. So I've done my best to not watch any videos about it because I really kind of want to go in fresh. I never had a Commodore 64 growing up personally, but I had friends whose parents had them. It was just before my time. I was born in '83, and so by the time computers were being handed down to my friends, like I was poor, and we had the same IBM PC from literally my parents bought it the year I was born until I was 14 years old. We still had it even after that, but my grandpa gave my parents his old 486. And then our next family computer was an Athlon. So anyways, I think it was an Athlon 750, maybe. So yeah, it was. But by the time my friends got their hand-me-downs, they were looking at like the Apple classics, like the all-in-one PC. So just after the Commodore 64 era. But I did know people who had them, and we got to play around with them, and I'm really looking forward to that. So if you could let me know what you want to see with that. I know there's probably been a million videos already. I'm just trying to avoid watching them so I can be excited for my own machine when I get it, and not be kind of already worn out from it. Anyways, thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for being here. I've really been pushing to put out a video every week. I've done it, I think, every week pretty much since the end of last year, which is an immense amount of effort for anybody who's had to come up with scripts, get product, and record and edit your own videos. And I know I'm not very good at editing videos. I'm trying to be better about it. But I appreciate you guys being here with me on this journey. It's something I really love doing. I love the interactions from you guys, the comments I get on my videos, both positive and negative. It just means that people are watching and listening, whether they agree with me or not. And so I appreciate you guys being there. If you want to support my channel, I don't ask you to subscribe, because I figure if you're going to watch my stuff, you're going to subscribe. But if you want to support the channel, I do have affiliate links down in the video description. So hopefully you like my content enough to support me. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.